Right then, we are back for this second session. Top 14 men that you saw before going through, with the 4 that had already qualified making it the top 18 here now. Joined then by the top 10 women. I'll tell you who we've got then on camera. We've got on lane 3, Paul Oldman and Frank Livesey. Lane 4, John Mullen and Mark Wills. Then, on lane 5, we have Vincent Winyowns and Ake Brookhuizen. On lane 6 then, you've got the women pairing of Sandra Boswell and Marsha Daly. On lane 7, we have Pete Sampson and Robert Bruce. On lane 8, you have Angie Brown and Veronica Pernag. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that surname. It's Veronica. On lane 9, we have Alan Keddy and Gordon Humphreys. Lane 10, Lillian Vittent and Gabe McCulley. Lane 11, Gary Baker and Colin Gross. Joined by, on lane 12, Frida Pascal and Barbara Hansen. On lane 13, you have Gary Barlow and Alan Jenkins. On lane 14, Lolis and Ralph Hughes. Lane 15, Kim Johnson and Mike Hallowell. And on lane 16, Kimberly Oakett and Sandra Simmons. So that completes the order of play. Obviously we'll be covering 3 through to 6, even though I've just realised with this camera, with the wide lens that we've got on it now, you're actually getting 3 through to 8, so you can see 7 and 8 as well. You see Paul Oldman wanting to bowl there, the lane's going off. He's being a bit wound up about that. It's big. Is he not getting to get that extra shot? Right then, we are underway then for the second session of Sunday is finals day here in the International Senior Bowling Tour, Stroud, UK. So Sandra Boswell then get a 9 with her first shot. You saw John Mullen getting a strike over on lane 4. Mark Wills looking to join him. These are 10 pin though. Sandra Boswell takes her 10 pin out. Right, let's see what Vincent Wijnansen can do with his first shot. On lane 5. Through the headpin for Vincent, leaves 4 there. All over and then lane 3. Heavy on that one, leaves the 9 pin. And in lane 6, Marsha there. She leaves the 4 pin for her efforts. Mark picks it the spare on lane 4. Reminder that through this session, the top 4 men and the top 4 women on their scores with their age bonuses will go through. It's a good spare there from Vincent. Big one on the cards there for him. Starts it off well, closing his frame up. Yeah, top 4 men, top 4 women will advance into a final system, and they will all play one game where the bottom player will drop out until we have 2 left, where there will be 1 game shootout between them to lift the trophy. As you see Frank Livesey making it 2 from 2 on lanes 3 and 4 there for him. John Mullen matching Frank then. Okay, Brookhuizen leaving a single 2 pin. Camp all over him then. Get a strike to bounce back from the single pin that he left. Looked heavy again there from this camera angle. He seemed to like it though at the foul line. Leaves that 4 pin. We'll switch over to the camera that is behind lanes 9 through to 12. We'll see Gay McCullough then looking to make it 3 from 3. Into the pocket nicely, but leaves that 10 pin. Alan Keddy then, can he make it 3 from 3? Yes, he can. He finished off well yesterday. Top qualifier was Alan by 1 pin. Scottish bowler, 14-16 with his bonuses. All the top 4 coming from the last session yesterday. Some good scores going in. A lot of people seem to get a handle of the lanes at the latter moments, but it's a new day, it's a new dawn, and it's the same pattern, but it changes throughout the days. You never know. Heat plays a factor. And it's a bit colder today. I'm not sweating as much as what I was after the other 2 days after setup. So that definitely does play a factor. You see Gordon Humphries there wobbling the 2 pin. Doesn't fall though for him. It's the 4 pin, sorry. So just it. Lilian Vitens leaving the 4 pin as well. Ali Gross then on lane 12. He gets another strike as well. That's 2 from 2 from him. Oh, he's hand in early. Obviously an automatic qualifier. Finishing in 4th spot, did call as you see Gordon Humphries there. 2nd place qualifier, automatic qualifier. Getting a 9 spare after his first 2. We're moving 2 lanes again after every game. Is it 4 games? So it's the same as this morning then. 4 games they will bowl, moving after every game with 2 pair of lanes that they will be moving. I will give you updates on who we'll have on the lanes once it gets to that. But here we starting the second session, first game. We see Game of Colour then. Needs a bounce back from her 9 spare. Yes, she does it. She's back on that scoring streak. Striking streak of 1. Gary Baker doing his guitar pose at the foul line. As we watch Frida there getting a strike on lane 12.
Doing my best. Doing my best for you.
Bowling with another Dutch athlete is Barbara Hansen there on lane 12. Yeah. Can do. I just got this one. Can we go on drink duty for him? As we look then. Colin Gross bowling on lane 12. Oh, big split left by him. Gordon Humphreys goes a little heavy, leaves the 6 pin. Colin had the first 3 as well before this split on lane 12. As you watch, Lillian returns then. Lane 10, nice spare from her. Oh, she as Colin misses all pins there. Not happy with himself. He walks back into the bowler's area. Gordon Humphreys then sparing up nicely on lane 9. qualified top in the men's rankings, coming off the back of a 9 spare. The first 4 before that. Oster walking out, gets the strike, does Alan, good shot from him. Scottish bowler looks to be on a bit of form after last night as Gary Baker matches him for that, gets a strike. Struggled a little bit as Gary, 3 9s, then 7 split. After that, gets a strike. A reminder that the top 4 will advance from this session for both the men and the women. I will give you updates after the games once we get them in on the spreadsheet here behind me. As we see, Frida there getting a strike on lane 12. Gordon Humphreys bowling then on lane 10. Nice strike from Gordon, gets back on his striking spree after a 9 spare, 6 spare and a 9 spare from the last 3 frames. See Game McCulley there, perfect 10 pin, but that's not what she wanted really. She wanted to try and spare that big split up. Colin Groston, can he bounce back after his split? Yes he can. Nice strike from him. So we'll jump back over to the other camera then. Once we've watched Barbara Hansen's shot on 12, heavy there from Barbara. So we watch Ake then on lane 5. Nice strike from him. Bouncing back after his 7-2 open in the 4th frame is Ake. Watch my shot on lane 6. Stuck a little bit at the foul line, meaning that she leaves the 4 pin as Paul Lubman kicks that one. Kicks the air in anger, kicks that one down the lane effectively. Mark Wills on lane 3. It's a wobble, means that you'll get a 9. Alright then, can Paul spare this up? Keep it clean through 6 then. Well Paul, if he spares this, it's looking nice. It is nice. Nice spare from Paul. Matt Wilson, can he join him with a spare? Yes he can, as you see. Sandra Boswell getting a strike on lane 5, sorry. It's a Winyowns then with a strike there. Nice strike from him. John Mullen there matches him for strikes. Leaves there. It's a strike, and I love it when when Frank gets a strike. He turns around and he's got a face of determination, the grit, the steel in his face. You can see it right coming through. It's one of them. It's like when the striker's gonna score the last minute winner in football. He's pretty much one of them every time Frank gets a strike. It's a big 7-10 split left from Mark Wills there. Unlucky for him. Ake gets a strike on lane 6. Going along nicely when the camera goes behind him. Here's Ake. Maybe I just need to follow him and he might perform well. Well, the Netherlands bowler. Right then, Mark going for this 7-10. Shouts of goal from behind his lane. Sandra Boswell. And the 2 on the right hand side. Paul Loveman spares his 2 on the right hand side. There's 2-8 spares for him on the bounce. He's keeping it clean. Like we say, sparing is what will get you scores in this game. Obviously, strikes are nice, but you can't always get strikes. It's just not the way it's going. That's like asking for hole-in-ones all the time in golf. It is just not that easy. You see Frank Livesey then getting a strike on lane 4. Coxwell picking up the one from her baby splitter that she left. And Mullen leaving the 10 pin on lane 3. As Vincent Munoz then gets the 2 from his 7 split that he left. All over then on lane 4. Looked like a nice shot, left the 10 pin, unlucky from the man from down south. Bowls at Dunstable, does Paul majority of the time. As John Mullen then gets a spare on lane 3. Okay then, bowling, through the head pin, wash out for him, meaning he will leave 4, 6, 7, 8. 5 pin, Gary Baker, lane 11, gets a spare though, and we've seen him before on the channel miss a 5 pin, so there was potential there. That's why we had to switch over, but he spares it up. Bowling with Kim Johnson in that senior doubles, first live stream that we did on the channel, and that's when he missed that 5 pin, did Gary, and Kim, his bowling partner on that day, missed one as well, and I'm still yet to receive any of the pints from them two missing it. See then, Colin Gross bowling on lane 11. If anybody can explain how that 8-10 was left there, do write in, please let us know. Chat box is open. You do want to let us know who you're supporting. If you're watching from home, you're watching for the first time, let us know in the comments section. If you're watching and you're not a bowler, let us know in the comments section. This is what we do it for. We do it to try and promote the sport, get as many people as we possibly can. Bowling is what we need in this sport. To watch Colin Gross then bowling on lane 11, gets his 8 pin, picking up the 1. Making sure he's making his score tick along, even if it is an open there. 2 opens for him in this game. Go back across to lanes 3 and 4 then, as they're in the penultimate frame there, over there. John Mullen then on lane 4. Nice spare from him. See, Hank missing a 7 pin. Wills then leaving that single. Oh no, it doesn't. He leaves the 2-8. So hard to see the sleepers on the camera angles that I've got on my screen. Probably be easier to see it from you, but from the software system that I've got up, it's a fairly smallish screen that I'm viewing off. And yeah, the sleepers behind, it's not the greatest of things to see. We watch Vincent Munoz bowling on lane 5 through the 3 pin. Rushing out to take 5 and leave 5. Marsha Daly then on lane 6. Always leaves the 3 pin. Just that's how heavy she was on the head pin. Vincent Munoz then getting his spare, making a habit of making nice big spares. Is Vincent on this pair so far? Right then, 10th frame on lanes 3 and 4 then. Frank Livesey, the man pulling out of Shipley lanes. Go bowling Shipley. Gets a nice pair. Does Frank there. John Mullen then, leaving the free there. Okay, going Heather. As does Frank. Oh, as the camera switches off again. I'll switch to the other one as I go and sort that one out. Come back over 2 lanes, 3 through to 6 then. See Ake picking up his spare. So does Frank. That means he will have another shot in this 10th frame. Finished on. Oh no, it's finished for Frank. He got a strike to start his 10th frame off. 175 for him. There's a 177 for John Mullen. Matt Wills starts his 10th frame off in the right way with a nice strike. And Paul Wobman matching the same after leaving an open in his last frame. Means that he's currently sat on 169. Yes, he gets the strike as well. Looking to try and finish strong is Paul. Sandra Boswell then leaving that single pin on the right hand side, the 6 pin. Mark struggled on the lane next to Paul there, only getting 5. Paul doesn't like that one through the 3 pin, meaning that he can only pick up 7 pins. Oh, 6 pins, sorry. Again, the sleep pot that you definitely can't see from this camera angle. And the headpins there as well. Finish on 9 and 10. Alan Keddick got a 229. Gordon Humphries a 185. Gary McCullum got a 178. And William Vincent's got a 173. We switch over to that camera in a second. It's finished on 3 and 4 then. Paul Oberman got a 189 and Mark Wills got a 158 then. So we'll jump over to that other camera then. Watch the final frame on lane 11 and 12. It finished for Minton Winyowns with a 181. 191 for Sandra Boswell. Good score in the women's section is that. Frida Pascal. What, 11. She gets a strike. Does Frida. Starting off the 10th frame well. Gary Baker match will make it double on the card. Start his 10th frame off the way they want to start it. Let's see what Gary can do. Finishing 3rd in the rankings in the qualification, which meant that he got automatic qualification through to the 2nd round here on finals day. He can't match Frida was light, meaning that he will leave the 287. Pascal then leaving the 10 pin then on the right hand side. nice spare then from Gary Baker there. Through to Pascal and bowling on lane 11. This is her 10 pin, means that she will finish her first game with a 151 from where I'm looking. It may be more. Gary Baker goes very high, meaning that he will finish his session off with a 188. Message just come in from Sandra Williams here. Sandra, we love you. We remember you from past streams. Putting in the comments towards Steve. Steve was talking to you. Watching from home because Steve decided not to hit 10 pins. I'll leave that thought with you. You'll have to start counting. You know, I'm sure. I remember you was watching Shipley Senior doubles, and we was talking on there about how Colin Gross was saying that he loved to count his 10 pins. So you have to start counting how many 10 pins Steve can spare. Talking about Colin Gross, he gets his spare there. Means that he will have one more shot left of this first game in the second session. An automatic qualifier, don't forget what's called. Free to finish in, we've got a 151. There's a 134 for Barbara. 188 for Gary. It's gone really quiet all of a sudden in the bowling alley. It doesn't happen that often for somebody that's about to bowl. And only had a 178 on the cards, finishes with a 187, does call. So everybody will move 2 lanes to the right then. I'll let you know who we have on the live stream cameras as soon as they move. But we'll let them bowl 2 games and then the scores will be updated. We'll give you an up-to-date 1 through to 4. Yes, we'll go. Let you know, as we say, after this session it will be the top 4 men, the top 4 women that will advance. They will play against one another, where one will drop out after every game. So they'll bowl the first game, there'll be 4 of them, one will drop out, go down to 3 of them, then they'll bowl another game. The lowest man will drop out, which means that it will then become the final. And from that final, whoever gets the high score off one game, obviously including bonuses, will win the International Senior Bowlers Tour trophy for the UK. Well, for the UK stop, I suppose, because it could still be an athlete that's not from the UK. Very likely. There's enough bowlers in here. Got in the men's section, Ake and Vincent, Belgium and Netherlands respectively. In the women's section, you have the likes of Veronica, Barbara Hansen, else have we got? I swear there's another one. Frida. Definitely Frida. Oh, and Lillian. Lillian Vincent. And then you see there, Kim Johnson started his second game well. Gary Barlow as well, bowling here on lane 4. He goes heavy on the head pin. So then, we will have on lanes 3 and 4. We will come in from what has bowled on lanes 13 and 14 then. So on lane 3, we should be seeing Gary Barlow and Alan Jenkins. On lane 4, we'll have Lol Ellis and Ralph Hughes. On lane 5 then, we should be seeing Kim Johnson and Mike Hallowell. And on lane 6 is Kimberly Oakley and Sandra Simmons. And as we look, Sandra Simmons about to go up for her single pin spare. She gets it. So then, Alan Jenkins in his ISBT bright yellow top, picking up the 2 pin but couldn't get the sleeper behind it. Can Kim Johnson make it 2 from 2? Yeah, he bowls well there, does Kim. See there, a strike on lane 6 from the other Kim. Kim Oakley and not Kim Johnson, both of them going 2 from 2. Frosty then in his checkered pants, getting a strike and going near enough head on with that head pin. Somehow they all fell over. Alright, alright.
Everybody will be a bit nervous in this one.
Sandra Simmons, sorry, bowling, leaving a single pin on the right hand side. against us. Gary Barlow bowling on lane 4. Leaves the 10 pin just like Sandra Simmons there then. Sandra spares hers. We'll watch Lawless and on lane 3. Nice strike from him. Yesterday he was using his Hammer Vibe and Scorpion to fairly newish balls on the circuit. The Vibe, arguably one of the nicest colours of bowling balls that there is out there. Definitely jealous of the fact that Lola's one of them and I don't. Kim Johnson then bowling lane 6. Gets the strike off Hughes as well on lane 3. Matches Kim for that. And so does Kim Oakley. Can Mike join him then? 3 from 3. Nope. He leaves that 4 pin. Harry Barlow on lane 3. Leaving the 8 pin. Sandra Simmons leaves that 10 pin again. Not her friend today is that 10 pin. And Simmons then bowling for her 10 pin. Yes, gets that nicely. Solis then bowling at each 3 that he's left. Yep, gets them. Right then, we'll stick with his camera to see if the 2 Kims can carry on their run of form. First 3 for both of them. It's nearly a 7-10 for Kim. It's also nearly a strike in the fact that the pin that took the messenger out for the 10 pin nearly took out the 7 pin as well. So nearly did that, but then it was also nearly a 7-10 as well on its own. Kim walks away with just having to spare the 7 pin that's left on the rack. Right then, can Kim get his spare after messing up his perfect game? Kim Oakley only gets a 6 on hers. Frosty then. With his blue and white pants. No energy on the ball when it hit the pocket. Means that it will leave the 2, 4, 5, 8. Gary Barlow balls. Leaves the 7 pin, it wobbles. Tries to say, I'm gonna fall, but then tricks him and only gets 2. As Lawless misses that 8 pin sleeper. watching. Ake go for his spare, gets another spare on the cards, does Ake. This is the second game of the second session. Here at Stroud GK in the International Senior Bowling Tour. See Angie Brown and on lane 12 leading the 2-8. Vincent Williams started well in this game, did Vincent. As well, leaving 4, 6, 7, 8. See Angie Brown then getting her spare on lane 12. Vincent Williams gets his spare on lane 9. Not happy with himself in the bowler's area. He's bowling alright so far in this second game. Is Vincent and Sandra Boswell. Oh my god, as the battery's going in this camera again as well. Watch Robert Bruce get his strike. Go back over to the other camera then. Watch Gary Barlow go on lane 4. Doesn't really connect to that one well, leaves the 2-4-5. We'll go back over to the camera behind lanes 9 through to 12. We'll watch Angie Brown then as she's about to bowl on lane 11. Still clean in her game is Angie. Asking for that 9 pin to fall over at the foul line. Wouldn't fall for it though. Williams bowling on lane 10, gets his strike to set it up well for his 10th frame. Angie only picks up the one. To reset it, she's having a clean game. It's typical that she would leave a split. Ake then, leaving that 3 pin on lane 10. Sandra Boswell coming off the back of a 190 game in her first. Nice spare for Sandra. So setting up well nicely for her 10th frame. And who could set it up nicely here is Marsha, who's about to bowl on lane 9. 2 strikes, 7th and 8th frame. She gets another one here. It is a turkey. So we nearly see 4, 7, 10 paired there on lane 11. It Marshall only getting 9 on that attempt. So Ake misses his single pin spare. Means it'll be on 137 going into the 10th. Finished for Gary Barlow on lane 3. Got a 178, did Gary. And we're on to our 10th frame here on 9 through to 12. Andrew Brown started it off with a 9. Vincent Winyans looking to start his 10th frame off nicely. Leaves the 10 pin, so unlucky as Andrew Brown misses her 10 pin. Finishes with a 179, does Angie. Samson. Goes right through the 3 pin. Vincent Winyans goes and gets his spare, as does Sandra Boswell. Face there, look as if to say she didn't expect to be sparing that one. Big Samson gets his spare nicely there. Means he will finish with a 193. And Veronica finishes her game with a 166. Vincent Winyans then getting a strike there. He'll finish with 207. Lolis just said to us here in front of us, now this is the time to ride the ditch. That is things you love to hear. Watch then, Ake. Gonna strike, starts his 10th frame off nice. That does Robert Bruce with that spare. Asking for that wobble to fall over, doesn't know for her. So he finishes with a 157 on lane 10. Alright then. They've finished game 2, so as the scores come in, as soon as we have an update on them, I will run you through the top 4, the people that will qualify going into the next round of in this finals day here at Stroud UK.
For a drink, Tim? Yeah. Do you want your passion fruit in it? Yeah?
Right then, Alan Kenny to get game 3 on the way then on lane 3. Oh, leaves the 10 pin. So we'll have on lanes 3 and 4 Alan Kenny, Gordon Humphreys, Gay McCullough and Lilian Vitens. Then on 5 and 6 then we will have Gary Baker, Colin Gross, Frida Pascal and Barbara Hansen. So, I had a message coming about Mike Callowell's pants. The talk of the session, pretty much. You must be a good bowler, or you must be a good chef to wear pants like that. To be fair, it has got the chef design, I suppose, the chef hat or the tea towel. Alright then, we watch Colin Gross on lane 6 and Alan Kedde on lane 3. Colin gets a strike, coming off the back of his 8 spare on the first frame. I wonder if the scores have gone in. The score's gone in. And then I'm back. We had some problems with the spreadsheet. It was calculating the scores. still not really got any sort of scores, but I'm just going to leave the ladies to sort the spreadsheet out. So let's have a look at what we're doing in terms of scores in this game so far then. So while we're watching, Alan Keddy. Sorry? Ah, it's alright, I'll wait until the end. You watch Gary Baker picking up that spare there, keeping it clean for his game. Colin Gross then. Bowling on lane 5 at the 8-1 in his third frame. Away from that, he's been cleared. Only the 8 spare on his first, and that, away from that, it's been strikes. You see a nice little messenger take out the 10 pin for Gordon there on lane 4, meaning that he will leave just that one single pin. Colin now getting in the groove, he's psyching himself up, running the shots out backwards. This is what I mean when I say I need to get a compilation up of people's reactions at the foul line, because we'd have a right field day, a good laugh at them. Maybe it's something I do tomorrow when I'm on my day off, who knows, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Now that I've said it, I'm going to have to do it harder. Alan Keddy then, bowling on lane 3. Nice strike for him.
Tell me what it looks like this next shot.
I'm not covering your lane.
Eh?
I'm not covering your lane. 7 and 8 isn't covered.
What are you covering? No one in 10?
3 to 6 and 9 to 12.
Got the next one now, yeah, you got the next one. If it's still working out here.
Gary Barlow then on lane 7 there, getting a strike. Nice strike from Garrett. Oh, comments coming in thick and fast, you know. Bet he can't come back on his knees like he used to do in the Axe. Maybe if he makes the finals, who knows? Who knows? Would he come back on? Would he come back on his knees if he needed a strike in his final shot to win it? might have to try and put that point across to him, see if he'll do it. It would be hilarious just to see him try and get up afterwards. Barbara then bowling on lane 5. Leaves the 7-10. Oh. Not a nice leave that for Barbara, the Dutch athlete.
Sorry, what name's that?
A big slap off the device in the middle from Gary Baker there as he leaves a single pin. That's what bowling can do to you. Alright then, we'll watch Colin Gross bowl this shot and then we'll jump over to the other camera. And it's gone well over there for the likes of Paul Loveman. Frank Lisa bowling pretty well as well. We'll watch this shot and then we'll jump over to that camera. Is he going to run this one out? Oh, he does it again. It's the little jig, it's the little jump. As you watch Kim Johnson point to the sky, point to them bowling gods as he gets a strike. Only his third of this game, but he's still clean through it. As the other Kim on that pair of lane gets a 9. Maybe we still frame that point to the sky from Kim Johnson with night fever behind it as Paul Loveman gets another strike going very well is Paul. 199 through 8 and then a strike in the 9th to set up his 10th frame well. Looking for a big push, a big finish is Paul, potentially to get into them top 4. He's very capable of it. We saw it in the Shipley Senior Doubles in the final over there. He bowled well. He helped his teammate in Colin Groves get over that doubles line. It going all the way to the wire. I think it was Jeff Brown, and it's definitely Jeff. Can't remember who Jeff was bowling with. I'm sure if Ian Runacres is watching, he'll probably tell me who he was bowling with at the time. As you see, that 8 pin left there from Mark Wills. Sandra Simmons then bowling on lane 9. Through the head pin, leaves that awkward split. .478 at the moment, the cut for the top 4. That of Robert Bruce. You got Kim Johnson and Alan Keddy at the top in the men's section. Trying to figure out what the women's one would be, but scores for the third game coming in thick and fast as well on the spreadsheet. Finish down on 15 and 16. So the girls behind us that are running the tournament with Wall. You watch Kim Johnson get a strike, nice fist pump. Look up to the gods. It's a double for him. finish for Frank Livesey. He's got a 189 there. John Mullen with his last shot here. Can he spare it up? Yes. Finishes with a 154. Alright, Callowell and bowling through the head pin. Leaves at 3. 6-10. Ball over and bowls through the head pin. A little bit slower on that one. Bowls it a little bit, means that he'll only pick up 6. Bowling well though is Paul in this game. Can he carry that form on to the last game and potentially make it into them top 4 spots? Right, Callowell then getting his spare on 9. Paul Oldman misses his spare. The first opener of the game coming in that 10th frame for Paul means that he will finish on a nice 2-2-2. Tweet. As Sandra Simmons gets the spare on lane 10. So finished on lanes 11 and 12. Paul with a 2-2-2. Mark with a 190. We'll switch over quickly to the other camera then. Watch Gary Baker bowl his last shot of this game. Can only get 8, which means he will finish with a 202. Holland then into that pocket nicely, gets another strike. Does call after that 9 miss that he had in the 9th. Needs to bounce back and he does that. So Grossen with another strike. Ball jam, lane 4. 5, even lane 5. Right, so we've got a ball jam on lanes 5 and 6. We'll go over to the other camera then. We'll watch Frost there with his chef pants next up at 10 pin space. So we'll watch Colin Grossi's shot here then. Barbara finished with a 127. Freedot finished with a 136. Gary Baker finished with a 202 on this pair of lanes. Colin finishes with a 9, which means he will have a 224 from that game. That 9 miss proving costly in the 9th frame. That's what we say. We can get your spares. That's another 10 pins that he would have had on top of that. Well, another 11 pins on top of that score line there. What I'm going to do is I'll have that camera on 9 and 10 and I'm going to put my iPad on a Facebook live stream
Oh, well.
for 13 and 14, so we'll have them covered.
Why wouldn't it connect?
What?
Right.
Wi-Fi. Oh,
What does that mean?
signal strength. 1 out of 3.
Right, yeah.
Sandra Shibbers finishing with a strike. That means she'll finish with a 176. So the players will now move for the third and final time of this session. Top 4 will be going through to the final. As I said, you probably just heard, we're bringing both pairs of lanes on the final live for you. The top 4 play a game. Bottom man will drop out. Obviously you will have the age bonus on that. Then after that it'll be another game. Top man will drop, bottom man will drop out, and then it'll be the final to see who will lift these ISBT trophies here at Stroud UK. So as the players move, I will drop for a refreshment and I will be back for a little bit of commentary.